Hi, hello. Today I went thrifting. We moved in here a little bit less than a year ago, and we are kind of just now getting around to like really deeply unpacking and putting things places and hanging things up and, you know, that sort of thing, which means that we're running into things that we need. So I went to the thrift store mostly for things that I need and came back with mostly things that I need and a few things that I don't need. Let's start with some things that I don't need. So I found this lovely woobly green bottle. It even still has like the plastic around the top. I guess there was something in here before. There must have been, because there's like some sort of weird like salt at the bottom, salt or sand at the bottom, but it's sealed, so I don't know how that works. But I am probably going to use it for skincare stuff and spell oils, and I make a hair oil for my partner, and if I ever need to make a really big batch, I can use this to store it in while I make it. Next, also for witch stuff, I found this glass basket full of what I now... Damn. What I now realize are plastic seashells. I didn't realize in the store, but these are absolutely plastic. Look at them. These are plastic. I was gonna put this on my altar that I have dedicated to the Pacific Ocean. Seems like that's not happening anymore. Maybe I could still put, the jar has a fish attached to it, so maybe I could still put the jar on there, and I can use the fucking plastic shells in, like, art or something. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Anyways, up next, I got this blue candle, which is all, well, it's blue on the outside, it's white on the inside. Obviously it's partly used because it's from the thrift store, but whatever. But my blue candle that's on my ocean altar that I mentioned has officially almost run out. It probably only has 1 or 2 more lights in it, so I wanted to get another candle to replace that one. And I was looking for a blue candle, so I was very happy when I came across this. Up next, I have been looking for a fire-safe plate to conduct my any fire spells on. This is gonna be it. This is kind of exactly what I was looking for. I think the symbols around the rim are just squiggles and stuff like that, but I don't really care. Maybe I can assign some sort of meaning to them. But yeah, I don't know what kind of metal it is. There really isn't an indication. I mean, if you want to look at the back here, there really isn't an indication of what kind of metal it is. I imagine it's some sort of mixed metals. I wonder if there's some way I could find out. I imagine Googling like a picture of this and then like, what kind of metal is this, is not going to help. But if there's some way for me to figure out what sort of metal this is without completely ruining it, please let me know. Ooh. Okay, alright. Next, I have something that was not actually from the thrift store. I got it from Depop like a few weeks ago, but it only just showed up at the door today. Okay, yeah, see, so on camera, and when I bought them, these show up a lot more red on camera than they are in real life. In real life, they're much more muted and dusty, and that's not really what I wanted. So while they fit me perfectly, oh, they're like flared at the end as well. The material is very nice and soft. I don't know if I am going to keep them because they're just really not the color I thought they were, and I was really looking for a specific color. I'm gonna keep them for a couple weeks and try them in a couple outfits and see how I like them. Maybe I'll like them. But they're from Urban Outfitters. Made in Turkey, apparently, which is interesting. So yeah, if I end up not liking them, I will put them on my Depop up for buy or barter. If you don't know, buy or barter is where anything on my shop on Depop is up for bartering, which means that you can DM me on Instagram or TikTok and be like, hey, I have this other thing. Do you want to trade me for whatever it is that you want that I have on my Depop shop? And this can be a variety of things. It can be candles, it can be craft supplies, it can be, right now we're really looking for pillows and blankets. It can really be a number of things. It can be books, it can be notebooks, it can be, I don't know. I would have to like really take inventory of what we need right now. But it's just an effort to A, reduce waste, and B, to help get things to people who actually need it rather than who has the most money. You know what I mean? So yeah, if I end up not liking these, they will go up on my Depop for buy or barter. Oh, hi, Worm. My cat is over here. Have you come to join us? So up next, this is gonna be a little hard to show you sitting down. It's a dress. It's quite long. It has no tag except it says that it's a medium. It's a lot longer than you're probably imagining. The sleeves are very puffy. I refuse to try this on until after I finish up my hair. My hair is going to be red at the end. If you're new, my hair is usually red. I refuse to try this on until after my hair is red, because if I try it on while I'm blonde, I'm not gonna like it, and that's gonna be it. But I know that this has potential once my hair is red again, so I will not be trying this dress on until then. It smells kind of good, which is nice. Not everything you get at the thrift store smells good. I'm sorry the light is changing. I'm filming up against a window. I have, in general, in my wardrobe, been looking for pants. So I found these. They're just kind of regular stretchy materialed trousers. They're not anything interesting. I just really needed pants. They fit okay. I might need to do some work on them, but yeah, they work okay. I'm really lacking pants that I can just throw on in a rush, and I need more quick, easy pants. And all my pants have like crazy patterns on them, or they're like a wild cut or pattern or whatever. And so I just needed a plain black pair of pants. So I got a plain black pair of pants. Hi, Mermy. Next, I got these shoes, which are maybe half a size too big for me, but I can walk pretty well in them. I tried them on and walked around a little bit. I can walk pretty well in them. I have been missing I had a couple good pairs of black stilettos that have just like disappeared from my wardrobe and my life, which is deeply unfortunate. One of them was a birthday gift to myself. They were like black stilettos with a bow coming off the back of the ankle. I don't know where they went, which is really disappointing. They were a birthday present to myself. But anyways, this means my wardrobe has been lacking black stilettos. And I really like these. This cuts across the front of your foot, which I like. It's quite supportive. They are, like I said, ever so slightly too big, but not ever so slightly big enough that I can't make them work. I might be going to a drag show tomorrow, so maybe I will wear these to that and get this one, the back is peeling off. That's okay. Maybe I can either glue it back down or I can rip the whole thing off. I'll try gluing it back down first. Yeah, maybe these will get some use tomorrow already. Alright, the next thing is this wooden bowl. My partner and I have been talking about wanting to have non-glass or plastic dishware. Glass because it makes a lot of noise and I have very sensitive ears. I have audio processing disorder issues. And then plastic because it's not good for the environment, A. And B, the microplastics, like, plastic is in everything. Plastic is in our clothes, plastic is in our water, it's in our food, it's in our air, it's in our everything. But maybe if we can just ever so slightly decrease that by eating out of wood instead of plastic, that would be nice. I don't know. Someone I have met told me that there is a plastic spoons, plastic forks amount worth of plastic in the average human brain, and that really freaked me out. So, wooden bowls. I'm not like crunchy or anything, but the idea of plastic in my brain freaks me out a little bit. Also, I do like it. It's quite a nice, like, square checkered pattern. It makes nice noise. I'm happy with it. Okay, next is a questionable thing to get from a thrift store. I'm going to sanitize it accordingly. But every time I've ever tried one of these, I've always really liked it. So I'm gonna sterilize the fuck out of this and then just go to town. If you don't know what this is, you put it on your head and you like rub it up and down and it makes your brain feel all like tingly and stuff. And like I said, I have sensory processing disorder, so a lot of feelings are bad feelings for me. So it'll be nice to have good feelings. This is for good sensory feelings. And like I said, again, I will sterilize the shit out of this before I ever use it. My partner suggested putting it in the dishwasher, but I think maybe I can just like dunk it in some bleach or something. I don't know if it would survive the dishwasher. Anyways, okay, so I feel a little bad because I separated a pair, but I didn't need both, and I feel like you could do, like, I'm doing just well with one of them, so I feel like the other person can also do just well with one of them. They need type B batteries, or not batteries, light bulbs, so I'm gonna need to take a while to find that, but I'm gonna put this teeny tiny little red lamp on my desk, and it's gonna be my source of light because I have one of those roller top desks, so it gets a little dark under there. This is gonna help me out immensely. I'm really excited about this one. I considered getting both. Like I said, I felt bad separating them. They were a pair, but I don't need both, and I'm gonna do just great with one, so hopefully someone else is also gonna do just great with one. Okay. Up next is another candle. This one is just a yellow pillar candle. I have no specific use in mind for this necessarily, but spring is coming up, so I'm gonna need a lot of yellow candles for spring and summer. This will definitely get used. Have no fears. This will absolutely get used. Welcome to Basket City. We have these two. I went in looking for baskets because I was like, oh, we're gonna need them to like organize things, and I think I'm right, but as soon as we went in, I was like, I have forgotten everything I ever thought we could use some baskets to organize, so I just got a variety of amount of baskets. I think I'm going to put these in those drawers over there, that like full of my like witchy stuff, so I think I can use these to organize those drawers. This one is a wireframe basket. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see, and maybe can you see? No. I don't know what's in my own fucking background. Okay, no, you can't see it. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen the basket I crocheted and then nailed to my wall full of remotes. It was a good idea, in theory. It's just that unfortunately the basket I crocheted was not stable like that. So this is going to be the new remote basket. I kind of want to spray paint it a color that isn't white because I'm not a huge fan of white decor, especially on the wall. So it might be a little bit before it's actually functional. I don't know what color I'm gonna paint it. Probably black. Maybe black or bronze. Wait, do we have bronze? We might actually have bronze spray paint from a previous project. This might end up being bronze. I imagine this getting used somewhere in our kitchen or living room. I know for a fact we're gonna need baskets to organize things in. We're gonna need drop zones. We're gonna need, like, oh, I just need a place to, like, put all my keys and all my stuff down and stuff like that. So I know this is gonna come in handy. I've just forgotten what it's gonna come in handy for. These shoes are a little bit ugly. However, I put them on because I was, like, jokingly saying, like, wow, these look very comfortable. And I put them on, and you know what? They are very comfortable. They are very comfortable. I stood there and I was like, wow, that's nice. So, I think these are gonna be, like, travel shoes, airport shoes, things like that, like Disneyland shoes, amusement park shoes, anything where I'm gonna be, like, standing, walking, standing, walking, standing, walking, standing, walking. I'm gonna use these because they were unironically very, very comfortable, and I couldn't leave that comfort behind. I have a torn ACL. A good pair of shoes, a comfortable pair of shoes will do you very well. My knee hurts from thrifting. Wow, okay. We've entered candle, actually, hold on. I got a photo album. It's just a classic photo album because recently my aunt passed away and she and I were very close. She was one of my mother figures growing up because my mom was unfortunately dead. And it put into perspective that I just don't have physical photos of people and that one day I might want them. So I got a photo album, and I have some photos now. After the funeral, I was given a bunch. So I have some photos now, and my dad probably has some photos for me. So I'm gonna start there, and then I'm gonna go through my iCloud and my Samsung and just see what's in there, you know what I mean? Anyways, moving away from the sadness, let's enter Candle City. Alright, Candle City starts with this lovely pink candle that I am absolutely going to use for, like, self-love and for, like, self-love work. I am probably gonna end up lighting it on Fridays on Venus Day because I'm a Libra, so even though I don't worship Aphrodite or, like, celebrate, like, Hellenistic paganism really, I am still a Libra. A Libra needs a Venus day. That's all I'm really gonna say about that. A Libra needs a Venus day. That's probably what I'm gonna use this for, is I'm probably gonna use it on Venus day when I take my baths. Pink. Honestly, I'm not really a pink person, so it was kind of fun to buy something pink. I don't think I've ever in my adult life bought a pink thing for myself. It was kind of fun. Up next, more pink. I forgot that there was two, but yay, two. Now I get two. More pink. It's kind of actually just the same pink. This one is green. I am probably going to use it for some sort of abundance spell or health spell or prosperity or something like that. I don't know. This, again, has no specific set purpose. There's also, again, spring and summer coming up, so maybe I'll end up using it for that. This candle contains 52% palm wax. Good to know. Yeah, no specific purpose yet. Don't worry, it will be used. Tree candle. It's a little bit used, but tree candle, and it was $2. So I am probably, so here's the thing, I'm a Celtic pagan. Trees are really big for us. Literally sitting right next to us is my tree oracle card set. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna use this for yet, but I have some ideas brewing. I have some ideas. There are definitely some tree things to be done with this. But also, it's just really beautiful, quite detailed candle. I'm sure it sat on someone's table or shelf for like years and years and years, and they only burned it once, and they burned the top of it, and then they were like, oh no, I want to save it, it's so pretty. I'm sorry, whoever owned this before me, I'm not saving it. I am gonna burn it. Maybe I'll use it for a spell to like protect the trees and help them get revenge on corporations. Revenge for trees. Tree revenge spell. Alright, and rounding off Candle City is this white candle. It apparently smells handmade with love. Scented candle just for you. Oh, it's handmade. It doesn't really smell like anything, but the outside is purple, so I could definitely use that for something. Rose. Okay, it's rose. Okay. So that definitely narrows it down. I could use this in beauty magic, glamour magic, love magic. I could, like I said, use it for Venus Day. No specific plans. It will get used, have no fear. Just gonna have to keep saying that about the candles. It will, I promise you. Every candle that I used, or I bought, showed you in my last thrifting video has been used, and that's why I went thrifting again, because I was like, wow, I'm out of candles. Oh, sorry, no, we haven't left Candle City. I have this green tea light candle and this white tea light candle. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in the jar that's full of fake, I'm gonna put this in the jar that's full of fake shells, and then I can still use it for my ocean altar. This is a dish rag. We need dish rags. You need dish rags. There's no point in buying them new. They're dish rags. We just need things to clean up spills with. I'm gonna have a big jar in the middle of the kitchen, and I'm just gonna put all of our like washcloths and dish rags in the jar. That way we can just pull them out and use them to like wipe up spills and stuff like that, so we don't have to waste as many paper towels. Or maybe we can eliminate paper towels completely eventually. I don't know. We'll get there. For now, I found a dish towel. And one more thing for Candle City. This candle holder, which, you know what, I will definitely use and need. And I mean, I have two, this is for pillar candles. I have two pillar candles here. So, there you go, you know? Alright, sorry, so much of this stuff is for witchcraft. I'm not typically one of those people that walks around talking about my religion all the time. But just, I went thrifting, and a lot of what I intended to go thrifting for was witchcraft stuff. I also put some Liquid Luxe spell roller perfume spell oil on my hands before I went thrifting, and there were some pretty good deals, which is why I have so much stuff. Normally I wouldn't go this far out, but they had some really good deals. I found these two little dishes that I'm going to, they're metal, going to use them as fire-safe dishes to burn like herbs and incense and yada 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 yada, and maybe like mix spell work in and such and things. And I think they might be real silver because they look a little tarnished. Paul Revere reproduction. Okay, interesting. So maybe not real silver. I don't know. I wasn't expecting Paul Revere reproduction. That's bamboozled me. Last but not least, I got this black yarn and this something yarn. It's a lot of colors. It's a lot of warm colors. There's not a ton of it, but I'm gonna do something fun with this. This begs for someone fun to own it. So I'm gonna make something fun, and I'm gonna make them own it. It smells a little funny, but maybe we can fix that. Oh, also, everything was sitting in this thrifted basket, which which is probably gonna get used in the laundry room or in the kitchen or somewhere like that. Wow. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. Alright. Bye. Like, subscribe, comment. What did you get at the thrift store recently? Bye.